Hello, welcome to my channel. So today's topic is how to legally own rural land for projects in Zimbabwe. And relocating to Zimbabwe is a hot trending topic for people who are in the diaspora. So you can decide to do business projects in Zimbabwe in the rural area after retirement, or you can do it as a side hustle and be able to visit Zimbabwe once in a while to check on your products, on your projects. But either way, if you really want to do a business in the rural land and for you to legally own the land, make sure you follow these steps. Otherwise, there might come a time when the government will just come and take over your stuff because you don't have the right paperwork. So the first step you need to do is communicate with your sabuk when you acquire land and tell him what you need the land for. When you acquire the land, so the sabuk has to communicate with the community to approve of the project. So he needs to gather the community, and he need to collect 50 signatures from the community saying, yes, we support this project in our community. After you acquire your 50 signatures, and then next step, you have to go to the councillor. They will hold a ward assembly meeting and look at the forms to make sure they understand what project you are planning to do. And if they approve, that means you are going to the next stage, which is where the councillor goes to see your place to see if it's suitable for the kind of project you want to do. So if the councillor approves of the place, and then you need recommendation letters from the headman and also from the chief. So all these steps you are paying, so you better be ready with your money. So you might be asking, like, why do I have to go through all that hassle paying them money and everything? Well, it's very important you do that, because when it comes to the government, if they decide to invade the place and say, hey, we want to take this place for something else or whatever, if you don't have the right documentation to prove it's your land, then you lose it. That's why you find there's 10 people who build in one area, and then 7 of them get demolished and 3 remains. Sometimes it's because those 3 people, they've done their due diligence and did all the paperwork to make sure that they legally own that land. Because you don't want to invest and then lose it all. It has happened to other people. So that's why I'm bringing you this information. So I'm going to tell you the next step. So you need to make sure that your project proposal is already done while you're doing all these things. And also you need to have the site plan drawn. So you need 3 copies of the floor plan building. So if you pass through all the stages, then the council, you need to do the application, and it's going to cost you money. And also you pay for the application form and also for the process. And then the next stage is they need to do a technical assessment. And if they do a technical assessment and everything is in order, that means you will get a letter, like an offer letter from the district council. So for Domboshawa, it's Goromonzi. I don't know your rural land. You have to look for that information. So basically, the last stage is just to make sure that the project you are doing is in line with the council plans for that area. So for example, let's say they want to build a beer hall, right? It's not a conducive place for you to do like a daycare for kids. So after you get the offer letter, that means you now have legal ownership of the land. And then you can start your construction. And every stage of construction, you need an operating license plus mutero to the council. And then you have your title deeds, and now you can legally own this land. That's what I was told. So this information might change. You know how these things are. Some information changes, the new laws, new rules, but as of now, this is what's on the ground.
Zimbabwe's home. No matter how far we go, Zimbabwe's home. No matter how tough things get, Zimbabwe